Guys, welcome to the Regional Commercial Manager Salesforce training. This is going to be kind of an expansion upon the Commercial Manager training, which goes into more depth on what each of these objects is within Salesforce. Notably accounts being our king record, the contacts, the people that are assigned to those accounts, and the opportunities, which are that's your sales funnel, so the deals that are being worked on accounts. We are expanding on that for this training for regionals because we want you guys to be able to pull reporting that shows your team's progress towards your goals and helps you hold them accountable to the metrics that you'll be measuring them on in your one-on-ones or your Q2s. When you guys meet and you start discussing, okay, what are the activities that you have made on the accounts or the targets that you have entered? And also what's the activities that you've made towards generating a new funnel opportunity? And for the funnel opportunities, what have you done to move them towards close? So in order to do that, kind of all of those questions can be answered by Salesforce reporting. And you can pull a report over really any object in Salesforce. So on accounts, on contacts, on opportunities. And you can also pull one report that pulls from all of those objects. So one that you will always use, and the one that I will give as your example for today's training, is your sales funnel for your entire team. And you can use this report on each of your Q2s with your commercial managers. You can filter for just their name and just look at their funnel, or you can look at the funnel as a whole. That's up to you and kind of how you want to manage your people. For the training today, I'm going to show you reporting and how to build a report for your entire team's funnel. One thing to note is that if there are more in-depth reports that you're looking for that maybe can show you activities or just kind of maybe deal history, stage duration, anything that you can think of that Salesforce would hold as a field, we can pull a report on. And if you need help creating those, just reach out to me, Nicole Fuqua, or reach out to Ross, who will get you in contact with me. If we need additional support, we will go to our Salesforce implementation team, and they can help build these reports for you. But for the most part, we want to keep it pretty simple, right? We want you guys to be able to just pull what you need quickly and review the things with your managers that help you hold them accountable. So let's jump into the reports object of Salesforce and start putting an example report together. I'm going to go to reports here. And then I'm going to go to new report. Like we talked about, you can pull reports on kind of different items within Salesforce. So including opportunities, accounts, tasks, and events, which would be activities. For this example, we'll pull one for opportunities because, like we said, we're building one for a sales funnel. So I've clicked opportunities. Now I'm going to click start report. Okay, what the report will first pull in is all opportunities, right? So similarly to the rest of the Salesforce system, your goal here is to filter for the information that is relevant to you as the manager of these people. So you're going to start with everything and you're going to whittle it down to just what you want to see. First, starting with the outline tab here, this gives you your groups and your columns on the reports. So there's going to be information here that's already there for you. As you can see, the system just pulls those things in. Some of it might not be as relevant to what you're looking for. So maybe we don't really care about fiscal period, owner role. We don't use that in our system in the same way that others maybe do. We're going to take out probability percentage. Let's take out age for the purpose of this example. Close date, created date. Created date we can probably take out. Close date will leave in because that's our estimated close. I'm going to remove next step for now. I'm going to change lead source to opportunity source. So those are actually different things because we can get a lead right from one place, but then maybe the deal is generated by a different kind of source. So meaning, if we got the lead from a purchased list, but then it went into Salesforce and it kind of sat there, but then one of our ops guys identified, hey, this is really a target. I'm going to go after it. I'm going to make some activities on it. Now it's an opportunity because it's in the sales funnel, but we want to give credit where credit is due. That was the ops guy that did it. Maybe the lead source, maybe the lead came in from a purchase list, but the opportunity source would be ops prospecting at that point. That's just an example of how that can happen. So for that reason, I'm going to add in opportunity source rather than lead source. I'm also going to add in GOP. That is one of our custom number fields that, of course, we always measure for. And I'm just going to reorder these a little bit to get them in a better place for us. I would like to group this by stage because, like we said, we're building a funnel report here. So I'm going to move stage up to the groups area. And you can do this with several different fields. You could also group by opportunity owner so that you can see just that person's, or you can split them up and see them all in one report rather. For this, we'll just do stage. So we've got opportunity owner, opportunity name. Maybe let's put opportunity name first. We've got the owner next. The account name, those should be the same, standard practices that we put the account in. We then get a deal on it. We name it the same thing. We'll leave them both in. And then maybe we want to add in, billing city and billing state. So we know where these things are more easily. Okay, I'm then going to go over to this other tab, which is for filters. So this is where we whittle down that information where it's pulling everything to show just your team that is relevant. So I'm going to change close date to all time. It's already selected to all opportunities. And now I'm going to add a filter for opportunity owner. And then this is where you're going to type in the names of your commercial managers. So for this example, I'm logged in as Ben Lefebvre. So I'm going to put in the names of his reports. And I'm going to put in his name as well. Get all the team together. I'm also going to add in a filter for PMC division. This is one of our main drivers of the Salesforce system for PMC is the division. We need to have that so we know what we're looking at as far as, is it healthcare, is it hotels, is it commercial? I'm going to do PMC division equals commercial. I'm also going to do hotel self park, as I know you guys are going after both of those. Okay. I'm then going to click run, see what that gets us. All right, so you can see now that we have grouped by different stages all of the opportunities that Ben or his underlings own. There's also one thing to note here. So Ben is the opportunity owner as he is the regional. The commercial parking manager field has also been added for you guys because the partial license users, which are our commercial managers, they cannot own opportunities. Once it moves into the opportunity stage, it has to be owned by the regional because that is what the full Salesforce license gives you. So let's add another filter with that in mind for commercial parking manager equals these folks again. All right, so what we also want to add is the possibility, right, for the commercial parking manager field to not have been filled out, but we're still covered because we're trying to pull all the opportunities that Ben owns. We also want to see which commercial parking managers are assigned to them so that Ben can discuss those deals with these managers. There is a possibility, of course, though, that it's just under Ben as the owner, but it maybe doesn't have the commercial parking manager filled out. So what I've done is added a blank value to the end of this list for nothing to be selected. So what you do there is 2 quotation marks. That means, could be empty. And I've applied that for the commercial parking manager filter. So now we've got your PMC division equals commercial or hotel self-park, opportunity owner equals Ben, and commercial parking manager equals one of his commercial managers underneath him. What I've also done, and this is helpful, like we talked about, in grouping different fields within groups rather than within columns. So we did that already with stage, right? To get it into funnel view where we have two-way conversation, presentation, negotiation, etc. It's probably also helpful to put the commercial parking manager in as a group. And it looks like it has, hang on, it's saved that in the report, but not in the edits. So there we go. So we've got the commercial parking manager here. So what I did previously was it was down here and I dragged it up to, it's glitching. I dragged it up to groups. So now it is grouped by commercial parking manager and then stage, so that you can see what each person has in the funnel that falls under Ben Lefebvre. I click run. So this means that a commercial parking manager is not assigned to these ones, but they do fall under Ben in the funnel. So it might just be that only Ben is running them. But then he can see that Adam has 8 deals in the funnel. He himself is assigned as the commercial parking manager on 10 of them, Dawn and Jordan and Pat. You can then save this report. Save. I call this Ben's Teams Funnel Report. And you can save it to private reports, meaning only you can see it, or you can change it and save it to public reports. And there you are. Because it is saved, you will always be able to access it again from the reports section. It's going to show you recently viewed reports here, and you'll have it at the top for you.